this is the vinyl that I got for my car. I am not 100% sure if it is going to be the right color or not. From here it looks way wrong, but it might be way right. I guess we'll see.
My name is Zach Ellis and welcome to my journey. I don't know where I'm going or how I'm going to get there, but I'm going to be tearing shit up every step of the way. Along with a few friends, of course. Honestly, I don't know what I'm doing. I'll be building, modifying, repairing, fabricating, and racing every chance I get.
Terrifying.
But if you enjoyed this content, don't forget to smash the subscribe button and of course, enjoy the video.
What's up guys, today we're going to be working on the SRT4. I have a new banner for the windshield I'm going to put on. I tried to find a color as close to the red of the car as possible to color match, but I'm not entirely sure that it's close enough for me. And then I had the SRT4 logo for the windshield. If I don't think the red is close enough, I'll just put the logo and leave the banner off. But if the banner is the same color, then I'll go ahead and install that. And then I also have clear marker lights for the front bumper. These ones here are stock ones that I sanded down and painted black, but I don't really like the black look that much, so I'm gonna put the clears on and see if it looks any better. If it doesn't, then I'll go back to black ones, or I'll find some smoked ones somewhere online. And a little update on this garage. So this garage is owned by a friend of mine. He let me keep my car here temporarily while the paint cured on it. The weather's so nasty outside right now. I wanted to try to mitigate any chance of the paint getting messed up. Now, after talking to my friend a little bit, I actually asked him if I could just rent this garage, do like a year-long contract, and he was all for it. So myself and then Ryan, the owner of the high-vis Camaro that I race with, him and I are splitting it and we're gonna rent it together. The only caveat to that is the SRT4 and his Camaro are not gonna be the vehicles we store in here. I mentioned in my last video that I have another vehicle that I've owned for like 8 or 9 years, and it's been a working project the whole time. I've decided that I'm gonna bring that vehicle to this garage and work on it. I will work on the SRT4 in here a little bit, but mainly it's going to be my other vehicle. That other vehicle is a 1966 Ford F100. For those of you that have no clue what that is, basically it's a Ford pickup truck from the mid-60s. But yeah, that's going to be the vehicle that I'm going to be keeping here. Hopefully within the next month, hopefully I can have that vehicle here so I can put it on my channel and you guys can watch me build that from where it is now to a much more streetable vehicle. It really only needs the loose ends tightened up. Like, I've rewired the whole vehicle. The motor is solid. Transmission needs a little bit of work and some here and there stuff. But probably early on it's gonna be me buttoning up loose ends and then start doing the body work. So I need floor pans in it, cab corners, which are not really a big deal, and some here and there stuff. So it's hopefully by the time weather turns, I'll be driving that thing around. But get that out of the way, now let's go ahead and start working on the car. All right, so hopefully you can hear me over the sound of the heater running. I turned it away and turned it down. I guess this will be a test. When I edit this video, if I can't hear myself very well, next time I won't run the heater while I talk. But with that being said, I've got my lights here. So these are the clear lights. They're just your traditional depot headlights. or depot marker lights, covers, whatever you want to call them. And then this is the vinyl that I got for my car. I am not 100% sure if it is going to be the right color or not. From here it looks way wrong, but it might be way right. I guess we'll see. And then I've got SRT4 logos. I've got a silver one, which you can see there, and then I got white letters. I guess we'll see which one I like better. I don't know. I have no clue which one I'm going to choose. Maybe white, maybe silver. I guess we'll see. But let me take this a little bit closer and let you see. Let me know if you think it looks all right. Because if it looks terrible, I'll just take it off. I think this cost me like 15 bucks. And then these were each 15. So you're talking $45 and stuff. As a backup though, if the red sucks or I can't find a red to match, I have something just in case. I got this here. This is a big roll of flat black vinyl. So you can see it there. It's a huge roll. It's big enough to do like the roof of a car. I do all my own banners on all my vehicles, and usually I just do flat black. That's why I have a giant roll of it. I don't even know how, this thing's probably 4 years old at this point, but if for some reason the red sucks or I can't find a match, I'll just install flat black, and then the SRT4 logo over top of that. But with that being said, I'm gonna take this closer to the car, let you look at it, and then I'll start the process of actually installing it. So there it is next to the car, directly under the light, like as close as you can get. It's pretty damn close. I mean, come down here to like shadows. It's close, it's really, really close. I think it's close enough that you're never gonna notice, maybe in direct sunlight. But either way, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna install it now, and hopefully it looks all right. Alright, so I got it on. I don't know if you can tell from what you're seeing through the camera, but it is like a totally different shade of red. It's way lighter, almost looks orange compared to the paint of the car, but I'll bring you closer so you can see. So from this angle here, you can see how different the shade is. I mean, night and day difference. Oh, that sucks. So, she's not gonna stay. It's way too off for me to keep it. But the way I kind of lay the eyebrows down is, the first thing I do is I put these markers here. Just tells me how low from the top of the windshield down is going to be the end of it. I did it on both sides. I lay the vinyl out. I pull this edge here taut, so I make the leading edge tight. The backside is always usually a little fluffy because of the curve of the window. Once I pull the leading edge tight, I'll put a piece of tape up here in like the middle to hold the center of the windshield down. You can't do this and lay it out by yourself without taping the middle. So I tape the middle, I peel the backing paper off, I cut it. You don't ever want to tear it, you want to cut it. And that's because when you tear that paper, it leaves kind of like a frayed end, and those little pieces of fray that are sticking out will end up sticking to the back of the vinyl. So you gotta cut it off. Once you get up past the top of the windshield, you can tear it off. Once you cut that off, I squeegee this whole side down, and I just kind of tucked it under this weather strip here, just kind of so it's where it needs to be. Hop to the other side, I peel the rest of that backing paper off, I pull this leading edge back tight to the blue tape line, and then I start squeegeeing that side. Once I got both sides squeegeed, I went ahead and stayed on that side and finished the actual drip rail portion. I cut it out, got into that drip rail, and then I come back over to this side and finish this. In my opinion, that is the easiest method to do this. It works for me, but I just really wish it was the right shade of red. That really freaking grinds my gears. I'm probably gonna roll out the SRT4 logo on top just to see kind of what it looks like. I had a hard time finding the right size that I wanted to run. Just because the SRT4 logo is so short, but the windshield's so long. So I'm gonna go ahead, string that up on there, and I'll tape it out and see kind of how I like it. And that way, if I redo the red at a later date, I can decide on if I wanna make it longer or shorter. All right, so after taking the car outside and looking at it in the light, it's not as bad outside, but it's still bad enough that I can't jive with it. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull the red off, lay down the white SRT4 decal, and then I'm gonna throw in the marker lights. Alright, cool, got the SRT4 logo on. I'll kind of bring you in and let you see how I put my decals on my window. So the first thing I do is I take a few measurements. Again, this is where you would measure down from the edge of your window at like a reference point, which for me I went off of my tint line in there. I measured from there to the center. This was like 22 3/4. I did the same thing on the other side, got 22 3/4 there. I split the difference and put a little mark right in the middle. This mark on the actual decal, I measure from the edge of the letter, not the edge of the transfer tape, but the actual edge of the letter. So for this one, I measured from roughly this point, only in the center. So I measured about that far from the edge, but about this point. I measured all the way across to the far end of the S. I do that so I can find the exact center of this decal. Once I found the center of the decal, I put that little piece of tape there. That's just to tell me where center is. So then I line up the center of the window with the center of the decal, and that gives me, that just basically ensures that I'm as close to center as possible. Is it exactly center? It might be off by a 1/16 of an inch, but I mean, you're splitting hairs at that point. Then on the ends, you see, I put the piece of tape. I basically try to lay this transfer tape right in line with that piece of tape, so that way I know that it's exactly where it was supposed to be when I took the measurements. And on that side, I put it on the bottom. So now that I got it on, I let it sit here for a little bit. I'm gonna rub on the actual letters and numbers. Once I know that there's no bubbles and it's set nicely, I'll pull the transfer tape off and the decal will be in. Cool, so I got the logo on. I think it looks freaking baller. It seems like the 4 is low, but it's not. It's exactly in line. If you look at it from the driver's side or passenger side, it's right in line. Now that we got that on there, I'm gonna go ahead and work on the bumper marker lights. ideas, but let's hope they work. I don't know about y'all, but I think the clear is way better. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Personally, I think the black was garbage. Clear is where it's at. But I'm gonna go ahead and knock out the passenger side and wrap this day up. All right, so that's pretty much it for today. I want you guys to let me know down below what you think about the idea of that red banner on the windshield, or if you think it'd be cooler to have a different color like white or the traditional flat black that I always do, or even a gloss black. I'm open to ideas. I just have never done anything besides the flat black. So I thought maybe the red with the white decal would look tough. Or I even had Ryan show up a little bit later, and he recommended maybe doing black with the mirror or chrome SRT4 logo. Since I do have mirror tint, I think that'd be kind of badass. But I don't know. I'll probably order the chrome vinyl tonight if I can find it, and then come up with a game plan as far as color behind it. I'm thinking black with the chrome letters will be badass, but I also like the red with the white letters. So either way, if you like this video, hit the like button and comment down below, and I'll see you on the next one.